There are a lot of NFT games that they are really interesting. One of these games would be the Kaizen Corps, a game alike Risk or Domination. They have already sold out their first stage and second stage of their minting, so let's jump into battle and take a look at it. Kaizen Corp is one of the first that brings the community games into the NFT world. The game Domination is a faction-based strategy game. The ultimate goal is to coordinate with your faction in order to disable the active opposing factions. In other words, try to conquer the world. The winning faction will earn some rewards, and that's why it's a win-to-earn game, and they should be starting with the first community game on the Q1 of 2022. If you're interested to start playing and earning with the Kaizen Corps, there's only one rule. You need to hold an NFT Kai, and you will get a loadout, which you will be able to divide in different skills. The gameplay is that you select your faction. In version 1, they allow you to choose between 3 factions. The participants may lend their Kais. Once the game Domination begins, each participant player must input their move within a 24-hour cycle. On the roadmap, we can see on Q1 2022, they will begin with the alpha launch of a limited set of Kai holders. On Q2, the initial beta launch, and this is where they will scale up the game for thousands of players, and they start testing the social dynamics and coordination. On Q3, there will be a full launch plus feature expansions, and on Q4, they will release their second NFT drop, which will allow players for expansion. This expansion includes adding more elements to the gameplay for a greater variety of strategies and tactics, such as marketplaces, geographic elements, attributes, social coordination tools, and many more. The NFTs, or Kais, will represent the soldiers in the game. While the details of the experience points and stats system haven't been developed yet, there will be an accrual mechanism and players will be rewarded for participation in campaign. They will also distribute individual Kai assets and other attributes that they are not rarity related. Getting a little bit deeper on the Domination game, the experience of Domination is that the players are split into factions. Each faction may contain several thousand players, and the objective of each is to achieve territorial dominance. The experience itself will be different from traditional games, as it will not be a real-time strategy, a role-playing, or even a turn-based game. This game will be called a simultaneous game. The games like rock, paper, scissors are simultaneous games. This will be accomplished dividing game time into cycles. A cycle will consist on 24-hour periods during which all players are allowed to submit moves based on the Kai's attributes. They will be targeting a full campaign to take anywhere between 15 to 30 cycles or 2 to 4 weeks. Once the campaign completes, rewards are distributed to the winning faction. The main idea in order to play the game is to create a Domination collaborative coordination. The only tool that the players will have at their disposal at the beginning will be a Discord channel specifically for the faction. And this is where all the planning strategizing will take place among the faction members. Watch out that it could be that there are spies in there. On the process, the options that will be available for taking decisions will be that the faction decides to attack or move the target to another territory that another faction controls, to defend their own territory, to upgrade, which means increasing the stats of an individual Kai or NFT, which takes effects upon the next cycle, or to repair, that this move enables a disabled Kai, which will take able participation on the next cycle. Once all the Kais within a faction are disabled, the faction is eliminated from the campaign. When we speak about the interface, we will understand that the dashboard will be the data visualization tool. It will display relevant data such as current status of every faction, the amount of active versus disabled Kais, and it will include a breakdown of all the past moves made by every faction on the previous cycle. The central to the dashboard will be the map, where it will display the current territorial dominance of each faction, and the first version of Domination, a very simple dashboard and correspondingly a simple map. An interesting aspect is that they will allow spectators, and they say that while the dashboard will be used by players to view status on the campaign information and to aid the decision making of future moves, while they hope that the campaign makes entertaining for a spectator to observe, their goal is to include spectators in the gameplay itself as another social element. The team that created the game has decided to keep themselves on a low profile, and they all have created new accounts on Twitter. In fact, if you go in the website and you take a look, you will see that all the accounts created between August and October of 2021. And with all the situations that have happened in the blockchain, it concerns some people. But when you go to the Discord, you will see that there's an active community and you will see a lot of information flowing, not only from the developers, but a lot of people behind the team. You can actually see all the work that they has been created on their art process, and that they are starting to work with some game theoretical people in order to provide a fair game. Although I hold some Kaizen Corps, I do not have any affiliation with them. We have arrived at the end of the video, and I hope that this was informative for you. Feel free to check any of my other videos, maybe you find what you're looking for. Have a good one.